6 straight years, and he's just going to grip it and rip it. And it winds up in the cross of Zach Vigue. Spiders' little 10-man looking ride right there is Ethan Gyllenhaal finishing the clear.
That was what you call about a 9.5-man ride, actually, John. The goalie, I think, wanders around beneath, but stays near the goal. He steps out of the goal, so it appears as if the goal is open, but that doesn't stray too far.
Merklinger's shot missed wide. Spiders had the backup. Little issue finding the cage early here.
Yeah, but this is the kind of thing that will, that Richmond is looking to do, which is to.
And Pickard pings the corner. 1-0 Spiders.
Get young players involved. If they can continue to win the ball back, if they dominate the play in the middle of the field, and that's called ground balls, face-offs, the riding game and stuff, it's going to be very difficult for Mercyhurst to stay in this.
So Daniel Pickard with his 5th goal of the year.
And again, I think we've seen eventually a 2-goal game, and the one before that a 1-goal game. So they've been knocking on the door.
Colin Tarter trying to find some room. Instead, it's picked off by Welty for the Spiders, and now a doorstep opportunity buried by Littlejohn, and it draws a flag, 2-0.
That's the kind of play that can get you going, can get your team going a little bit.
Good look from Xander Welty, who hasn't had a lot of run yet this season.
Great play in the middle of the field, and by Xander Welty, and then finished the play on the unsettled and went up on the extra man.
So Spiders, who did not have an EMO Sunday, will have one when we come back, and they lead Mercyhurst to the rest of the penalty here. Gyllenhaal was guilty of that push. Pilling able to find Braden Pennyfeather Stevenson to finish the clear. Now Merklinger. Ricciardi getting some run here. Sheridan. Now Lucas Olson. Sheridan for Ricciardi. Down to Merklinger. And Merklinger got the hands free and makes it 3-zip.
Good possession following the man down. Was Aiden O'Neill off the field? I wonder if he got a little nicked up. It's a nice dodge and finish.
So the Spiders have grabbed a 3-zip in Richmond. Now Littlejohn. Spiders don't have a pole goal yet this year. Here's Alpaugh. Down to Merklinger.
Merklinger, Littlejohn, and Ricciardi on the attack.
So Aiden O'Neill is out at the moment. Here's Creo. Now Alpaugh. Merklinger.
It's not like the NFL. We don't get an injury report after these games. They only played a couple of games a couple of days ago.
And Merklinger with his 2nd of the game to make it 4-0 Richmond.
Coming one left-handed, one right-handed. Nice to see that.
So Max Merklinger back-to-back goals. Now has 8 for the season.
In a game in which Richmond should be in control most of the way, sometimes having your best player out of the game gets everybody's attention. You need a little bit of that. It's a nice move.
Pickard comes out as the 3rd omittee in this group. Down to Merklinger. Here's Pickard. Still no Aiden O'Neill. Pickard's shot bounced off traffic, scooped up by Sheridan, fires the bouncer, backed up by Pickard. Again, O'Neill looks like he's ready to go, holding his stick, helmet on, hand on hip. Merklinger up from X. Good handle by Sheridan.
Nice
Makes
finish.
It 5-0.
It just could be the kind of day where you're going to be a little bit more cautious with one of your leading players. Again, having played 60 minutes just a day or two ago.
So Sheridan with his first goal of the day, 8th of the year, 14:02 remaining in the 2nd quarter. And the Spiders push the lead to 5-0.
And this is where you're going to feel Chinoy. You know, is score and win a face-off, get the ball back. I think the whole team draws confidence from that, and it'll be tough to beat Richmond if they're going to be on offense over and over again.
Yeah, Chinoy wins this one out the front door against Neal. Feeds Merklinger, dodging in front, and he makes it 6-0.
So a little bit of a slow start, I would say, for the Spiders, but they've started to get on track here.
And it's a hat trick for Max Merklinger, who now has 9 goals this season. Senior out of Mendham, New Jersey, Seton Hall Prep. Lost his defender with a face charge, fought off the push from Charlie Gleason. And not much chance for Tyler Moritzen, who made 2 really good saves over the Mercyhurst Lakers. Spiders with the ball out of the timeout will clear out of their own end. Jack Pilling, preseason All-American short stick D midi. And he'll let the offense go to work through Lucas Olson. Spiders getting Sheridan on. Now Aiden O'Neill back out on attack.
Interesting piece there that they left Pilling and Packard out there to clear the ball and then subbed.
Alpaw pass in front, and it's Sheridan making it 7-0. Terrific feed by Alpaw. Sheridan's 2nd of the game, 9th of the year.
Alpart.
Aiden O'Neill. Out to Sheridan. Back on with Alpaw and Olson in the midfield. Sheridan goes to work on the dodge. Littlejohn backs it off to Alpaw. Now Olson. Olson from a sharp angle, and he found the back of the net. Lucas Olson handcuffing Moritzen to make it 8-0.
Little make it take it here with the face-offs recently here, and that's
down to O'Neill, and the Spiders get a fresh midfield on. Gavin Creo going to get some run here. Ricciardi in this midfield group. Berglier for Ricciardi on the wing. Daniel Pickard, the freshman, on to complete this trio. Evan O'Neill. Littlejohn. Creo. And Creo makes it 9-0.
2 freshmen and a sophomore. That's a nice young midfield unit. And they're getting some production out of that.
Gavin Creo out of Rockville Center, New York. Chaminade with his 4th goal of the season. And now the Spiders really blowing the thing open. Two goals in 43 seconds, 3 in 90. Tardif. Now Petchke from Mahoney. That's chopped free by Luke Spitzer. And the Spiders come up with a turnover. Gillenhall the ground ball for Chris Mazzaferri. Unsettled, and Pennyfeather Stevenson with the Spiders' first pole goal of the year.
There's your pole goal, John. You've been talking about that.
Braden Pennyfeather Stevenson, Baldwinsville, New York, a sophomore.
Nice job on the break.
So if you had him in the pole goal pool, you just won.
In this day and age, you know, the poles are generally such good stick handlers that they become offensive threats, and you need to take advantage of them. That's a great offensive opportunity, and you get a great shot out of it.
10-0 Richmond, still 7:23 remaining in the second quarter. Spiders with the backup, O'Neill and Sheridan both there, and Ricciardi and Sheridan both there. Ricciardi trying to work off a Sheridan pick. Good hands from Merklinger. Now Alpaw. That one. Spiders again with the backup through Ricciardi.
Looks like they brought Merklinger in through the midfield.
Yep, and Aiden O'Neill makes it 11-0.
And that's the difference with a good lacrosse team. You can attack the poles from behind the goal. When you need your number one attackman to be a threat even against the number one defender. You want to be a good offensive lacrosse team. And Aiden O'Neill.
Nothing Richmond in the third quarter. Spiders giving up 8.8 per game. Pickert, bouncer, backed up by O'Neill. And the 12 scored by Cornell was by far their season low. I think their previous low was 18. Gavin Creo draws a crowd.
Your stats.
Oh, Creo snuck one in.
And Creo continues to be effective. He started the season on the attack and he moved to midfield. Did a nice job Sunday in that game and continues that today. Dodges the pole from behind to be a threat. So again, these young guys that O'Neill, Creo, Pickard, midfield, you like what you're seeing there.
Oh, the Spiders is on man up. Harless on the invert. Bounced that one through the crease. And Mahoney had the backup despite the spirited effort of Tommy Stone. 12-0 Spiders, 9:52 to go in the third. Mahoney, the rollback, and his lefty shot gets the Lakers on the board.
Yeah, as soon as Mahoney winds up with a short there, the red light should have gone off for all those defenders, knowing that's the one they needed to come out and support.
Mahoney is the Lakers' second leading scorer this season. That's his 11th of the campaign. Junior out of Syracuse, West Genesee.
He's their best dodger on both the attack and the midfield, the most dangerous. They have shown their mettle in both instances.
So Mahoney's shot at the shot clock expiration was backed up by Richmond. And the Spiders with possession up 12-1. Now 4:10 to play the third. Ricciardi getting some run and attack. A good pass in front for Slate. He's able to handle it in traffic, battling with Pagano. Slate the rollback. Now Ricciardi. Pickard. Evan O'Neill got the hands free and makes it 13-1. So both O'Neill brothers on the score sheet, and the Spiders up a dozen late in the third quarter from Robbins Stadium.
We've talked about it kind of throughout the game. I think it's really hard to, think you're going to take time off the clock, and especially in the shot clock era, and still have a chance to win the game. But this is where you might take a little time off the clock when you got a 12-goal lead and you're firmly in control of the game.
Lucas Slate pings a
Nice
corner. And now it's 14-1 Spiders. It's a good job by Meyer. He was really getting the business from Brenton Palladino, but prevented a turnover. And the crossfield pass tees up Lucas Slate, the sophomore out of Downingtown, PA, with his second goal of the campaign. And he just ripped the upper 90. second goal of the campaign. And he just ripped the upper 90.
Talk to Coach Shamati. I wonder, they're still in school. I don't think they start their spring break until next week, Richmond. In which case they got to take a day off. And with the game on Saturday, I wonder if they did anything yesterday, or whether or not they take off tomorrow, perhaps, in anticipation of UMBC on Saturday.
Meanwhile, Porter Barnett, the recipient of a Drew Tenzer pass to make it 15-1. Barnett out of Darien, Connecticut. Grips it and rips it.
You played Maryland on the road, you played Virginia on the road, you played Lehigh on the road, you played Cornell here. There's a number of guys over on that bench that have not seen the field of great lacrosse play.
And Trent Granger with a face-off win, and the Spiders right back to work on offense. Drew Tenzer picking up the assist on the freshman Barnett's goal. And the Spiders up 14. They'd actually hit a little lull. They went about 6 minutes between goals after that quick start to the half. And now they have scored 3 in just over a minute. Lucas Slate looking for more. And finds it through Leo Kane.
Nice look on the inside. Got Zach Vigil out of the game. Changing the goal.
So Lucas Kane been getting some intermittent man up time. Of course, the Spiders haven't had man up in a while now.
When was the last time Richmond was extra man, actually?
I think it goes back to...
Got to go before Cornell, right?
Yeah, third quarter Lehigh, maybe?
Yeah.
Gather up the ground ball now. William Schneider to work on the clear for Spitzer.
Brody Murphy in the goal.
Yeah, Brody Murphy now in goal for the Spiders. Harrison Volsky helped finish that clear. A lot of fresh jerseys. Here's Aiden Woolley. Porter Barnett already has one today. And the Spiders add to the lead. 2 quick ones for Leo Kane.
Being in the right spot at the right time. Put yourself adjacent in the crease, adjacent to the Dodger. They leave you if they only present themselves and don't finish the double. Gives you a little space in there, and they've done a nice job putting the ball in the stick.
And the bench mob in just over 2 minutes has piled up 5 goals. Spiders up 17-1. Final minute of the third quarter as the breeze really picks up here. Palladino able to finish the clear to chase Petsky, and Lakers taking a little bit of the air out. Elias Harless. Jeremy Phoenix Lefebvre. Harless. And Phoenix Lefebvre buries an Ethan Landemore pass to make it 17-2.
Phoenix Lefebvre, that you need that lefty, kind of that lefty sniper out there. Again, that left-hander gets a lot of opportunities. You need somebody that can bury that.
11 seconds for the native of Quebec. His 10th goal of the year. Not infrequently on faceoffs. And DeCenzo wins that one. Spiders dominant across the stat sheet as Matt Jacobson plays it down to Evan Leonardo.
Two teams whose statistics facing off were similar coming into the game. Clearly this has been a dominant performance by Richmond facing off. And again, getting Jared Chenoy back in the lineup was a help, but the other guys, Granger came off the bench and did a nice job. DeCenzo did a good job.
And Ryan Spillman out of Owings Mills, Maryland, gets on the lamp for Richmond to make it 18-2.
The key in a game like this is, I put my coaching hat on for a minute. You're talking to the players that, look, we just don't want to give a day away. We need to be a better team
First goal of the season on his first shot of the campaign, making his season debut today. Ground ball battle won by DeCenzo. The Spiders getting a lot of folks on the score sheet now. Jack Doherty trying to go to work on offense. Pursued by Palladino. Roll back and an excellent save, but the rebound buried by Doherty. Barnett's shot was stopped by Mercyhurst's new goaltender, Jared Jower, but Doherty right there to bury the rebound.
And we started to allude to it a little bit earlier.
Leo Kane. Leonardo. Managed to get that off to Volsky. Ball winds up on the deck, and ground ball picked up by Palladino. And his pass picked off, and it winds up a Spider goal. Leo Kane, the beneficiary of Porter Barnett, coming up with a turnover to make it 20-2.
We're seeing a little bit of the depth of Richmond's roster. I talked about in the last game against Cornell. I talked about some of the parts being the strength of this Richmond team, all the different pieces that they have, and they're starting to show.
At the dot today. Matt Jacobson, Evan Leonardo, Porter Barnett.
Number 22, Leo Kane. Assist, 33, Porter Barnett.
Here's Doherty. Leonardo. A great cross-field pass. And the Spiders light the lamp again. Leo Kane having himself a career today.
Was that a pass on the back door? That's a great look.
Kane handling a tough pass right on the doorstep. Leonardo.
Oh, yeah, he's open there. Good eyes.
And Leo Kane with his fourth goal. Rossetti. Physically defended by Welty.
Yeah, it's a good job individually by Welty. And then to recover on the check on defense.
Hey, comes up with a ground ball.
Well done by, yeah, there's a number of things there by Welty.
Caleb Griffin feeds Leonardo. Down to Barnett. And there's 22.
Nice job on the break.
So some crisp transition lacrosse from Richmond. Makes it 22-2. There's Barnett with his second of the day, and the Spiders.
Give Welty a hockey assist on that one, I think.
The bench mob putting up numbers at Robins Stadium. Richmond sending Matt Jacobson out to take that face off, and he won it. And now he's got a little space. Plays it down to Porter Barnett. Here the Spiders can eat a little more clock here as they sub more people on. By our count, 15 different goal scorers for Richmond in this game. Volsky.
All the Richmond face-off guys can get a little extra dessert too if they want.
And Leo Kane continues to pile them up with a quick stick finish that makes it 23-2.
He's just standing on the inside open, and his teammates done a good job finding him from different spots.
So Kane came into the game with one goal. On the official sheet, he has 4.
But yeah.
He is hilarious.
I tell you, there are a lot of great-looking helmets out there too. That has really exploded on the scene, and you know, I'm more of a old-time traditional guy, but yeah, I admire some of the work that they've done.
Yeah, the Spiders whites really were cool.
And it, you know, it sort of is what it is. You know, do you want to be, you know, Penn State football, or you know, or in Alabama in their traditional colors, or do you like you know, Oregon and things like that? And what does appeal to a young player?
Well, there's Josh Mills, a slick finish to make it 23-3. Freshman out of British Columbia.
The deception, he dodges the short on the wing, and the deception, just a little head and shoulder, and getting that, you know, that